I know that shit not seasoned.
Oh, you bitch.
Hey yo. Happy No Strings Day.
Woo-woo.
Hey, like we always do at this time. Oh, we're gonna have a good time tonight, man. Running a little bit late, I apologize. But y'all come on up in the building, family. Let's have some fun tonight.
Did you already
Lots to get into. We got people cooking on the show. We got people taking shots right now on the show. It's all over the place right now, yeah?
I know those fucking vibes. We in the kitchen with it.
Right?
We in the kitchen, frying up that chicken. Hop in this bottle, bitch. We living.
I'm living a sober life all September.
Oh yes, you are going strong.
Yeah,
but
I'm
you know
living
what?
a
It's
sober
the
life.
25th day already. That happens so fast.
I'm living a sober life. I'm on my ginger ale.
Okay. Ginger ale
Okay.
hits.
Okay, Grandpa.
Right.
Okay,
Like somebody uncle.
Okay,
Y'all know what it is, man.
Roy got stomach problems.
Torian.
Right.
Y'all know what it is. We talk about relationships and the culture, so we're gonna have a good time tonight, man. Y'all tap in with us. Subscribe. You are not subscribed yet to the channel. You there? We got, I believe, Naomi gonna be pulling up a little bit later, but right now, kicking it with us, man. We got the homie, the proprietor of Glints by L&L. You see it right there on the screen. The homie live. What up, Lionel?
What up, y'all? Back in the spirit in the flesh.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good this week. I feel like right now the times are like supporting my evolution. And that's always good. But evolving isn't always the most comfortable thing. But you gotta take, I'll take the rain with my sunshine. Word to Janae. So it's beautiful. It's a good Wednesday. I love where I'm at in life, and I'm happy to be on the show chopping it up with y'all.
There you go. There you go. Hey, listen, man. If you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, right? So that's what it is, right? And of course, we got my cousin, your cousin. Let me stop saying that. People be thinking we really cousins. I'll be saying that. I ain't know you played the Torian. Cousin Torian, aka I Runs Wild. What up, Torian?
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Feeling good to be here. It's been a great week so far. A lot of good shit happening. And I'm ready to get on my bad ish tonight and talk my ish. Let's go.
You there? And in that kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Whipping up that work. You there? We got Shody Mo, aka Cozy Mo. What up, Mo?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back on a Wednesday night. Your girl been in and out, but I'm here tonight. What's up, y'all? And don't be alarmed. This is the real me. I'm just skinnier.
Yeah, talk your talk.
And I'm balls. Okay, so we here.
Right. Short hair Mo is back. Yeah. Short hair Mo is back in the building. A lot to get to tonight, man. We're gonna be talking about, being a choosy lover. I gotta play some Isley Brothers when I'm a choosy lover. God damn it.
Surprise you didn't have it already queued.
Yeah, I got it up and queued up, ready to go. Yeah. I got it queued up and ready to go. But we got to knock out two things before we get to the main topic. We got a new segment of the show. I don't know how long this segment is going to last, ladies and gentlemen. We do our bird of the week. I got a bird that we finna drop real quick. What up, Big Grand? Pause. What up, Grand? We finna get to a quick bird of the week. And then we got a new segment now. I got to get some graphics for it, but we're going to do our bird of the week first. And then we got our daily dose of Diddy. Daily dose of Diddy. We got to figure out... We got to figure out what's going on with the case. A daily dose of Diddy. There you go. We're going to give y'all a daily dose of that Diddy. Pause.
Pause.
Let's get this bird out of the way real quick. For the bird, on YouTube, I'm not sure how many people watch these. I'm addicted to them now. I might start doing my own reaction videos to this. We should probably do it as a crew. These body cam videos. Oh, it's the best shit on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. It's the most popular shit on YouTube. These police body cam videos of these
Sometimes
stops.
I find myself over there on that side of YouTube sometimes. And it's captivating. Before I know it, I'm like 3 videos in.
Because you're watching it like you get to watch the trajectory of like a simple stop leading to like dude, all you had to do was just chill out. Right. And you see it as it progresses. But I'm watching it. Yesterday, I went down a rabbit hole and I got stuck And this woman who had got locked up. So let me get the background first. Matter of fact, I'll put it on the screen because it shows the title on the screen, but I'll describe it for everybody as well. She's already in custody. She's getting ready to go to jail. This is our bird of the week, in case you're wondering. She's in custody. They got her at the jailhouse. They're getting ready to process her, right, and whatnot. And here we go. As you can see, she lesbian goes nuts after finding out about cheating. So her girlfriend was cheating on her, and there she goes. She's getting locked up. So they're locked. She's at the jail. They're getting ready to take her in, and the cop says, "Why do you have your girlfriend's ID? Like, why'd you take her ID? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have it on her when we were trying to get it from her? She couldn't find it." Now listen to this. You gotta listen careful. It's a little low, but listen to what she says about said ID.
Well, our shit is together. She don't got a wallet.
Regardless, that doesn't answer the question. You had this when we came up there. Why not just give it to us so we can get to her?
No, I literally pulled it out my pink. I just pulled it out my coochie in the cup for her. Literally. Like, no, dead ass. That shit wasn't like, there's nothing else there.
I'm holding coochie ID.
I'm sorry.
That would have been nice to tell before.
I'm sorry, but
Nah, it was in her coochie. And he didn't put it down. He just still got it. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
he said, hold on, I'm holding coochie ID? Hilarious. So in case it was low, you couldn't hear it. They like, why do you got her ID? Where was it at? And she was like, oh no, it was in my coochie. I just pulled it out of my coochie when I was in the back of the cop car. He was like, hold on, what? I got coochie ID? And then she goes on to say, yeah, I ain't got no panties or no bra on. Yeah, so there you go. So she pulled the ID out of her coochie. What up, Naomi in the building, y'all? What up, Nay?
Hey, y'all.
We're talking about coochie IDs right now, Naomi. Let's get it.
Not coochie ID.
Yeah, she pulled it, just whipped it out. Why was she so surprised, though, with the, oh, I'm sorry. What you mean you sorry? You just took an ID. One more time. You took an ID out of your coochie, lady. Talk about you sorry. The hell?
our shit is together. She don't got a wallet.
Regardless, that doesn't answer the question. You had this when we came up there. Why not just give it to us so we can get to her?
No, I literally pulled it out my pink. I just pulled it out my coochie in the cup for her. Literally. Like, no, dead ass. That shit wasn't like, there's nothing else there.
I'm holding coochie ID.
I'm sorry.
That would have been nice to tell before.
I'm sorry, but
Good night to tell us before. Right.
She said literally dead ass. Oh my goodness. That just sounds so uncomfortable. Like, ma'am, now you're gonna have to get a cavity search, right? And get into that shit. But I guess if she's going to jail, she's gonna get a cavity search anyway.
Yo, man, y'all don't hide your ID in your coochie. It's just not a good look for anybody. This nigga said, so I'm holding coochie ID. Hilarious. Quote of the year. Made it. What up, Shay? Shay in the building.
Hey,
who we got? What up, Dream?
Hey,
Dream, where you been
Dream.
at? We ain't seen you in a minute, Dream.
Hey, Dream. Shot.
What up,
Rob Torian, wait for me.
Hey, so
1 second.
lady, y'all let me know, ladies. I mean, I'm an old nigga, so I'm used to women just putting shit in their bra. Is the coochie, is that another carrying area? I mean, I know that's a smuggling area sometimes, but
The
is this
police
just
pulled us over.
No,
She stuffed
I'm
it all
like,
in her
that's a
coochie.
smuggling area. Definitely not a carrying area. I wouldn't just be sticking things up my vagina. No.
Yeah, she said, yeah, I just took it out. The way she said it so matter of factly, though. Yeah, I just took it out my coochie in the back of the cop car. What? And the fact that he just didn't drop it on the ground, he was like, so I'm holding coochie ID?
Right. He a freaky ass.
Shit, it's too late.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. He a freaky.
Right, he a
So that's
fan.
coochie ID. Right. He's like, okay.
It's too late. He's like, no, I trained for this, actually. He was like, they trained me in the academy for this.
Right.
Oh,
Coochie protocol.
Yeah, he definitely a freaky ass nigga. Because he was not appalled enough for me, nigga. All right, so there you go. That's our bird of the week. Coochie ID. There you go. Let's get it, man. Let's do it. Anybody got any updates on our daily dose of Diddy? Any updates on the Diddy case? I saw his lawyer out talking crazy today on TMZ.
I had seen something, but I can't remember what it was.
His lawyer said they asked him about the baby oil. His attorney said, "Well, I mean, like most Americans, he likes to buy in bulk." Oh my God!
Most Americans can't buy in bulk. Like what?
Yeah.
It's like they're a piece
He
of
was
them is
like
here
most
for the
Americans
bullshit
would if
because
they were rich.
a piece of them is here for the bullshit because like they're obviously getting money from the views and clicks and stuff like that. Like so the court is still the lawyers, all of them is like, yeah, you can release this. Like, yeah, give them the baby oil story and that's like, like bitch, y'all could have gave us something real. Like what are y'all actually, baby oil isn't inflicting, unfortunately.
No, that's
No,
a
like
fact.
what are the videos he
But
got
they knew
people?
that would click some shit, like that would get people talking. It's like they are here for the money at the end of the day. Like, they're still here for the YouTube views and shit like that. Like, bitch, go to work, bitch. I don't want to hear about that right now. What's the real fucking tea? Because there's real tea to be spilled.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Here's how I know, like the cases of that case had a impact, like on my maybe I guess I can't even say my subconscious, my conscious. It was subconscious initially, but then I made a conscious reaction. So I'm in HEB. I don't know when my HEB made this rash ass decision, but over like the last 6 months, they redid like the whole store. So now instead of like the mouthwash and like the dental care being across from like the deodorant and that type of shit, now the mouthwash and the dental care is now directly across from contraceptives. So you got condoms and lubricants across from the damn mouthwash. So I'm trying to go get some damn mouthwash, right? As I'm going back to my basket, I'm not a pusher of the basket. I'm a puller of the basket behind me. I don't know why. I don't like to push it. I think that's I just pull the basket. So
Nigga, you need therapy.
Right.
He's like, nah, that shit gay, bro. Pushing the basket, hell no.
Right.
Go get help. Log off and go get help now.
Please go. Please go. Run. Don't walk.
Go ahead and log out, baby.
So I'm pulling the basket and I knock something down. I look, I see it's KY. I can't pick it up. I got to keep going now. Diddy out here with all this lube. I can't be out here picking up KY, putting it back on the shelf. I got to keep going. So I was like, damn.
I'd have been like, sir,
Right.
drop your lubricant,
I
sir.
was mad as hell. They're like, damn.
I know he's been pissed.
I think it fell out your back pocket, sir.
Sir, you dropped this.
Like, I promise that's not mine. I promise.
If you would have seen the way when I looked back, I swear for like 2 seconds, shit went in slow motion. I was like, I looked to see what it was because I can't see that good without my damn glasses. And I focused on it. I was like, I did a quick like look around, like, yeah, I got it. No, I'm not picking that up. Not doing
That's crazy. Not you look to see if anybody's seen.
Yeah, I was
right.
Like you just be fighting all them little battles. That's so on brand. Like just
He was like that Mr. Krabs meme. That Mr. Krabs meme when he's like,
he's like this bitch sweating in the middle of this aisle, sweating down.
Niggas, hey, somebody come down the aisle. They think I'm having freak offs now. This nigga,
Right.
yeah, I knew he was having freak offs.
Right.
we knew he was a fan.
You dig? God damn, did he? Got the streets hot for me now. I can't even pick up KY and put it back on the shelf.
Like he gonna try to walk past like it ain't his. Watch.
But hold on, is it just me or is it crazy work though? I don't know. Where should that shit be in your local supermarket? I just find it crazy that it's across from the mouthwash. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean that's fitting. You might want to get some mouthwash.
Right, one-stop shop.
I feel like that's fitting.
Okay. Yeah.
Look,
I'm not really thinking about this.
I'm like, cause
my word said in my HEB. I think it's
flavor there.
Because my HEB is doing the same shit right now. They're in the middle of
Yeah, I
moving
feel
all
like
that
all
shit
the
around.
HEBs have been like shifting around.
I'm like, please. I'm just trying to find the damn whatever it is I'm looking for. And I got to walk around the whole store. They didn't put the chips all the way in the back of the store. I said, damn.
I need y'all to get off the HEB's top. That's my favorite store. So.
No, I love HEB.
No, it's all about
look.
look, we're San Antonians.
Like, if y'all want to shake the table, HEB shake the table. Keep these toes on their toes.
No, I'm
HEB.
like, I'll find it.
Right, Lionel's
I'm
like, I'll get
you
used
really,
to it.
I'm like, put the condoms or whatever.
I'll be reading the aisles religiously. I'll be reading all the little things. I'm like, okay, I need that. Go down my aisle.
Right, just let me get a little time to get adjusted.
I love my HEB. If you're watching this, I need that check, HEB. This is a big platform, babe.
Here, everything's better.
Right, we need that. Can you eat butt? I need that.
Whoa, pause. Jesus.
No, they definitely came in clutch. I had to hit them up on Twitter. Shit.
That boy is crazy.
But yeah, I'm just glad to hear that every HEB is moving stuff around because I was annoyed as hell. Yeah. All right, damn. Let me do this before we leave our daily dose of Diddy. I just want to give a quick personal story about a person of influence who I didn't realize it I knew something was wrong at the time, and I didn't want to party. Put it that way. I didn't want to party. So this is a dude I had known from in college that would have house parties, stuff like that. Popular dude around the way. Me and I ain't gonna say no names. I don't want nobody to get incriminated. But me and a good friend of mine, we came back for I think a homecoming, something we had came back for. So we chilling at a local bar in the college town. Dude comes in. Oh man, what up? How y'all been? Everybody been cool? Yeah, we good, man. And dude starts telling us about, hey, we're gonna be having a party. Hey, y'all want to go hang out afterwards, man? You know what I'm saying? Kind of on some looking back on some Diddy shit. Y'all ain't never partied with me when y'all was down here, man.
Why we ain't never party together? Like damn,
why we ain't never party?
Me,
right?
You ain't never party.
Right. He was like, man, y'all ain't trying to party. And I was like, hey, man, who gonna be there? We asking regular nigga questions. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, right?
Facts.
And the niggas, like me and my dude, we was at the bar. So we're like leaning on, our backs are on the bar because we turned around when we seen him and another dude walk in. And so, we're facing them. They, talking, chopping it up. And then he goes, hey, just let me know if y'all coming through. We're like, yeah, man, we might come. We might, slide through, see what it is. He telling us, some women gonna be there, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, let me know if y'all coming through, dog. Ain't no big dicks around here, though. And it just meant like I remember like this like what the what?
Like, what do you mean by
moment?
What did you mean by
that? What did he say again? Wait, what did he say?
And he did like a double hand gesture in like toward both of it, like ain't no big dicks around here. And we was like,
and I hope you said pause. Of all the times you said pause, that would have been the time to activate.
Pause wasn't around then.
I was like, maybe I didn't hear this.
Pause, like glitching.
That's why. Look, this is why he be pausing.
Right.
He's
that was a missed opportunity. He's like, never again, bitch. Never again. He's like, I bet I won't miss another motherfucking pause.
And then I'm gonna tell you the craziest part. So we was like, all right, dude, we looking at like, what the fuck is up with this nigga? We're like, what the hell is that nigga on? So we thinking maybe the nigga high or some nigga on some bullshit. Now, we later find out, like 6 months down the road, that unbeknownst to us, since we had left in that time frame, that, he was now a part of the community, right? We didn't know, you know what I mean? But he had become a part of the community unbeknownst to us, and so, we didn't realize, but at the time, we was being propositioned around this motherfucker, apparently.
Not y'all was finna get fucked. Y'all was finna get drugged. Not you trying to get Scooby-Doo sandwich, Mo. Show it again.
Y'all see it?
Damn, Mo got a whole meal.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaggy, you got to get high first for you eat that.
Right.
For it to really, really hit.
No, you're so right. You really do need to. And it's going to slap you upside your head.
No, like.
It's like, who threw this sandwich on my head? Why did I just get hit upside my head with a sandwich?
All right, let's move on, man. So that's a wrap for the day.
Crazy, Roy. You almost got fucking taken.
No, I didn't almost get nothing. Hello, man.
They was finna drug your ass. Imagine y'all heading to that party.
They just take your manhood.
Boy, your guardian angel was watching y'all that. They said, no, we're not going to that party.
The moral of the story is, Naomi, that we realized when he said it was some bullshit, and we was like, no, we don't want to go to the party, sir. We're good. Fuck that party, nigga.
That's so
What's
crazy.
What's his name for research purposes?
You say what? For research purposes?
What's his name for research purposes?
You know what's funny? No, if I say something, everybody gonna know who I'm talking about. So I ain't gonna bring it up because people that watch the show gonna automatically connect it. I'll tell you offline. I'll tell you something about him offline. Offline. Shout out to him, though. Yeah, he was definitely a fan. All right. All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk about it, man. Choosy Lover. I think we got a clip before we get into it. Don't we want to play this Cardi B?
Yeah.
You want to play some
Yes, play
Cardi?
Cardi, because I was dying laughing as I scrolled through that shit. I was not expecting it.
Yeah, let's start off with Cardi B. Here goes Cardi. What is
No,
so
and shout out to all Libras. It's Libra season. Like, thank God we're here. We made it.
we
But
made
my
it.
birthday
Mama?
next week too, y'all. I'm gonna put my
That's so
cash up. I should
fast.
have my fucking cash up as my name. My birthday is next week, and I don't know if I'll
October is
make the
coming
show
up.
because I got a little vacay, but I might be on for a little bit.
There you go. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna play this particular clip for the viewing audience because it has a split screen and you can see a comment that Offset made during her live. So shout out to Offset. He jumped in that live.
No, that nigga was really watching. That just shows how these niggas be.
No,
Lord
he was
Jesus.
calling her and she wasn't.
I know,
He
and
had
she
to
was
hop
like,
on.
"No, don't do that shit now, nigga."
Yeah.
That nigga was tapped in.
All right, here we go. Let's get Cardi, Miss Cardi. Here we go, Barty.
Where them fine niggas? I'm trying to find niggas. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind niggas. Yo, when I tell you, Nick, the narcissism is all time high. And you know what's so crazy? I really be feeling like when people be saying like narcissist, niggas is narcissist and everything, I be like, do y'all even know what that word mean? But now I really do see what's a fucking narcissist. You know what's so crazy? I find it so crazy, right? You know what I find so crazy? That a nigga think that they could just buy a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I love me shit, but you can buy me no more, motherfucker. And it's so crazy that a nigga think that that's enough. It's not enough, honey. It's just not enough. And you know what's so funny too? I find it funny that niggas think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you want to threaten me with taking shit that I fucking work my ass off for. You want to play those games with me? We're going to play them games too. Since you want to fucking threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit? You want to take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Why can't you move on?
Mm-hmm.
It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy, right? Now it's
Yeah, that's nasty. Slanging pussy is nasty work. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
No, and I wish it was a whole clip, but Offset, what did he say? You fucking with
Offset.
a baby inside. Tell the truth!
Yeah,
Exclamation
that's
point!
nasty
Exclamation point! And it's just like Offset, sir, you just have no horse in this race. Okay, you can't be trying to call her out on some shit and shame her when you've been cheating this whole marriage.
Right.
Like, it don't matter if she was pregnant or not. Like, so I'm proud of Cardi. I'm proud that she's moving on and that she's doing her thing. But yeah, you know, Libras is all about balance.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm on the record. I'm not supporting her having sex with niggas while she's pregnant with another man's baby. That's nasty work. I'm not supporting that.
I'm not saying
but
not
you're supporting
condoning, but
Offset.
like they
of
should do
course
it
you're
every
not
day.
supporting her. We already established last week or the other week that, you know, you hate women. So you're never going to be on the side of the woman. You're never going to be on the side of the woman, Roy. We know.
Right.
That's nasty work.
Okay, so what Offset has been doing, is that nasty work or that's just okay?
Well, I don't know what he's been doing, so I got to get the information.
Here we go.
I don't got the information.
Here we go. Of course, he don't know shit.
I need to get all the facts.
He ain't got no scenario to make up this time. He always making a fucking scenario.
I got to get all
But
the
here's the
facts.
thing. I'm not saying I condone sleeping with other men while you're pregnant, but like I said, bitches do it every day. So I mean, that ain't nothing new. Honestly,
I don't think it's wrong to sleep with another man if you're pregnant with another man's baby, especially if you're not with the man that you're having a baby with.
That's very interesting that
relationship.
was your. That's very interesting that that's your stance, because I remember us having this conversation maybe a year or two ago, and you were like, "Girl, focus on yourself. Like you should not be doing that." Like
She definitely could be doing that, but it's just fuck it. Like sometimes you gotta get that nut, I guess. The pregnancy hormones is different. And especially all the shit that she did go through with that nigga. Should you just be fucking on like a random nigga just on some simply get back shit? No. It should definitely be with somebody that you actually want to have sex with. But definitely, Cardi, get yours, do your shit. Period.
You know the way a nigga living was whack.
Please.
No, and every time you say that, I'm like, yes, you do get him back like that, and you can even do it a little bit worse. I'm like,
Right.
maybe even do it a little worse, girl.
Nah, man, be the bigger
And so,
person.
because it's one thing. Of course, people always be like, well, you could just leave. And she is leaving. But it's just like, if you're going to stay with a cheating ass nigga, it's always been my stance. Like, if you're going to stay with a cheating ass nigga, at least, like, do you as well. If you're not going to leave, like, at least get your shit. Don't just be out here. You can only play the fool for so long.
Talk your shit, Grand.
And then, like, especially, like, so let's say, she's pregnant by Offset. Like, what the fuck she look like having his baby and this nigga still fucking on all these other bitches? Like, why let him inside? Why even just let him keep fucking on you if he
That's
is
her husband.
just...
Hold on, that's her husband. It's her
That's what she
husband.
been doing, though.
No, facts. But if she's done doing that shit, then she needs to be done doing that shit.
Yeah. I mean, but
I
that
don't think
was
the
her.
answer is fucking another nigga, though.
That was her husband.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
it
that's
was
the
her
thing that they
husband,
still
and
married
she's
to.
been his wife.
Yeah, I mean,
She's been his wife.
have we seen any definitive proof that Offset was cheating? I'm not.
Have we seen any definitive proof
we
that
can't
Cardi
even
really
believe
fucked
him.
another
That
nigga?
we can't believe nothing he
Right.
says at this
What?
point.
Yes, Roy.
Right.
Yes.
He be
The
lying
answer
so
is
much.
yes.
No, I'm genuinely asking. I don't know. I don't be tapped in like that to this.
Yes.
So I don't know.
It's a video. It's a video.
No, I'm like, the hoes be calling Cardi every week saying they fucked her baby daddy and her husband. They tell her every week, like, yeah, me too, bitch. I just did it.
Me too.
Me too.
They're like, look, he's still asleep right here.
Damn. Well, hey, it's bad work.
No, definitely.
You
I'm
there?
like, Cardi, get your life. And maybe, who knows? Maybe they won't even get divorced after this shit. But no, I was just cackling as I seen the fucking, like, he tweeted that shit, and then she was just like, and I did. Hilarious, Cardi. Thanks for always giving it entertainment.
Right, hurt that nigga
I feel
feelings.
like there's a lot of breakups happening right now.
I mean, because the truth is, like, they should have been happened, is really what it's coming down to. But I was actually just having a conversation with my friend, because, like, after, like, I've been having like a conversation with a few different women, and I'm just like recognizing that, like, what the divine feminine is going through right now is recognizing, like, okay, is this the one that you want to be building with? Is this the one that you want to continue going with? Like, that's really what the universe is presenting. Like, is this really what you're going to stick with? Is this really what it is that you want? Or are you going to allow yourself to connect with better? And so, yeah, the energy is definitely very high when it comes to breakups and trying to figure out, like, is this shit worth it?
Or when not? I'm loving you, why would you want to break up?
And I need to address Dream because she said, "Please
not address."
She said, "Please keep Libras away from Tori." Like, no, don't do that.
No, I actually love me an Aquarius, so I think a Libra and Aquarius is like this. So I'm like, I'm not leaving Aquariuses.
Yeah, there's no woman that I could have that could be having my child that would be in a position having sex with somebody else while my child's in their belly. I was just like, no.
No, facts, but that's because you would be respecting and loving the woman that you created a child with. So I think it's just a totally different energy. And so, like, did I ever experience that? Like, would I be on that? But no, I do honor myself in a different way. And, like, I'm not going to be creating a child with somebody. And of course, like, granted, that was her husband that was doing that shit. But I mean, he was cheating probably with the other two kids.
Yeah, I mean, she should have been she knew what time it is. Like, if I know,
I'm like, but niggas love to trap a girl with a baby. I feel like he probably been strategically, like, keeping the Cardi album away from us. Like, every time she start working hard, he's like, you know what? Let me knock this bitch up. Cause I swear, like even when it comes to all these like rappers or like these girls that come up, they will find a nigga like they will baby mom her so fast. As soon as she start popping, they'll go ahead, get her pregnant, slow some shit down.
Yeah, but that's still like, yeah, you could be having another guy that's not on my timing, but that's your, I mean, thing. Like, the timing isn't to double down and say like, now let me fuck somebody because I'm pregnant. Like, you just now making a bed for yourself, nasty. Like, stop. Like you said, bitch, you got 9 months. I'm sorry, ma, I didn't mean to gag you like that. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. Like, you gotta somebody
He
else
said
baby.
nasty.
No, but
Nasty.
I don't think it's
You
even
little
correct to call that
nasty.
shit
No, it's so
nasty.
nasty. Wait, because
But
if
why?
that's the case, you just have to, like we always say, like instead of being reactive, we gotta be proactive. Like we're not coming out here playing games with other hoes that's on lower vibrations. Now we stooping low and we find ourselves looking like boo boo the fool. Like you gotta put that cap on first, and like you having another baby with this person that you done already divorced and then got back and came close to divorce and then cheated on in public and then ran back and then like that's a
No, so
crazy
it
game to
already
play.
shows she is on that type
Yeah,
of
so then
frequency
so
though.
then the timing is not like let me go fuck somebody though. Like it name a get back. Like that's so fucking like it's just like you're gonna stoop yourself down now. You playing with that. Like first of all, you shouldn't be even fucking with somebody like that. Let alone like finding yourself playing no kind of games with them. Don't seesaw with no shit like that. Cause now you're and like you're like them. Y'all are the same. Y'all are one and the
I
same.
mean, obviously, but they've been the same. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing for somebody to be coming with a different energy, but she never has. And you know, I always believe that when it comes to your partner, like whoever you're fucking with, like y'all are for y'all to be connecting in that way, y'all on the same wavelength. So like she can call him a narcissist and all the things, but it takes like two to tango at the end of the day. Like those energies are always gonna come and attract each other. And there are reasons why some people don't be having those type of experiences. But at the end of the day, like is gonna attract like. And so yeah, could she have went higher? For sure, if she was on that type of time. Just like anybody could do that. But not everybody is on that. Some people like will be on that toxic shit. And you know, shit, hey, I'm okay with some toxicity as long as you're aware that that's what the fuck you're on. Because, you know, I
Mhm.
had my toxic time when I was in some toxic shit, and that's just where the fuck I was at.
Yeah, but you that's where you are.
Exactly.
It's
And
not
so
like you were vouching
people
for
can
that.
grow and move from that. But
Yeah,
I just
and but the
don't.
thing is, and the thing is, in that is like the lesson. It's never like, well, you could. It's just like, well, that's just like be there. Like no, like the point of going through that is to be able to look back and say like, here's a piece of that pie. Like here's something, bitch,
Exactly. And
that you
so
don't
we
gotta
can
like
never judge
experience. Like
nobody's journey
no,
because
not
that can
judge, but
be
like
so
I didn't do
that's
this
where
so
it
that I can
comes
say,
from. So like she can go through this experience and be like, oh wow. So now I'm not gonna do that again. But still at the end of the day, you're gonna have to go through some mud and to recognize, like to pull yourself from the gutter and from some things like that. And so, but I've also you know, it's just been very interesting. So I really gotta pray for Cardi because I've been off like Instagram for a little bit now. But when I was watching her, you know, she just popped out this baby and she already like been outside. She's been working out. And so I can already see like she's just trying to erase the fact that she like even had this child or even had to like go through this shit with Offset. So I really feel like they really need to check on her and make sure she's not going to end up going through some postpartum depression shit. Because I can even like just even the fact that she was going through a pregnancy and trying to divorce from this man, you know, that's a traumatic thing in itself. And so, hey, everybody going to deal with their traumas and dramas differently. But
yeah,
I
and
don't
this
know.
is
I
the
don't think I
shit.
would just
Bitches leave.
automatically.
That's my
I
bottom
don't know
line
if
is
I would
bitches leave.
automatically count it as nasty just because you have sex
That's
with another
you.
man
For
while you're
me, that's
pregnant.
nasty because I'm a man. That might even be nasty
No,
for
and I
you.
mean, but
For
men,
me,
they
it's
have so,
nasty.
but like men, so men will think like women fucking two niggas, like having a 5 body count is nasty. They're like, oh my God, like you're a fucking slut.
No, listen,
No,
because this
but
is
that's
love.
dead ass. So maybe not for you, but
But that,
listen to
I'm just
these
trying to speak
niggas.
from my box, babe. This is my box. I'm only
Of
trying to
course,
speak
and
from
this is
my
my
square.
box, and I'm right here speaking too.
I'm just trying to speak from my square. I'm not like that's it. So what? Like my
Like,
perspective is that my perspective is like, yeah, that's crazy. And at the end of the day, if that's how you feel, like you are valuable, you are so fucking big. And at the end of the day, I'm talking directly to Cardi. You're Cardi B. And like that's valuable as fuck. Like in every person's valuable. Any woman is valuable. But like you gotta just know that and to like recognize what you're allowing yourself to go through. Just like everybody else. No one's exempt from life and having to recognize, bitch, shit that I'm facing is because I'm allowing it. And like owning your shit and being accountable and like knowing that you're valuable and picking up your boots, bitch, and getting up and walking. Cause it's another name, it's another game to say like I'm gonna put my boots on and tangle with you. Like that's another game. Speaking from experience. Come and bitch, you want more for yourself. The last thing you want to do is find yourself tangling in some energy that ain't of you, bitch. Like pick yourself up and get the fuck up out of there. Especially the second you realize it's not reciprocal, bitch. It don't feel good, bitch. I don't accept this for myself. You gotta go. You don't like look at that and be like, huh.
Yeah.
You literally run for your life. And like you get out of there.
But
And
Javi
That's
then let
used to
someone
say
know.
that the man that she had sex with wasn't somebody that valued her and that she found valuable and that she actually like fucks with.
But she gotta
Like,
value
so
herself. She was
no,
if you
and
allow all
like,
this stuff publicly and privately as well, that's not self-value. I'm talking about friends like this in real life. I see it so much. And it's in the name of just not seeing yourself as someone that shouldn't be faced with certain shit. And that's how we value ourselves. Like you're gonna experience what you allow. Some shit I'm allowing of, the next person's gonna be like, what the fuck? That's not my tea. I'm not feeling that. And that's all based on my own self-value and the same for the next person. But if there's a lack thereof, you'll notice like people will allow themselves to go through a lot more bullshit. Like not to say they don't wake up or get out of it, but that's my call is to recognize like get out of here, like get out of there before you find yourself, beside your character, toxic, like out of your wavelength, not just vibe. Like don't play that game with a bitch. No bitch is worth it. Just get out of there. Just get out of pull up, we'll take a shot. I got chicken and food and shit like that. Have a good time. There's better vibes, you know, for the people. But that's such a thing. I was saying like breakups a thing, and a lot of my friends, I was telling Tamara, I feel like honored because people come to me for advice. But like that's a real theme right now. And like the only piece of value I could give is like love yourself, value yourself. Like you know who your parents raised, bitch. And are you like standing up to that? Are you like seriously, like are you synonymous to who you should be? Like does your actions match up to and your decisions match up to who you are, bitch? And that's what you got to ask yourself because I can't tell you to leave somebody or not. But like that's the piece of advice I could give you. Like, like does this equate to who the fuck you are? Do you feel like you're receiving the energy you deserve, babe?
Yeah,
And if not,
shout out to Torian for coming up with the title tonight on the Choosy Lover in the sun. What's the rush, right? So sometimes you know what I'm saying, and look, I like the what's the rush because, and I'm applying because we talking about Cardi and Offset. Um, they have had, at least from what I've seen. I don't know what was going on. Shout out to Offset. I don't know what was actually happening, but I did see some documented bumps in the road along the way, some breakups and get back togethers, right? Maybe they should have taken some more time before getting back together, creating another life. Now, look, that's that man that they were husband and wife, so they can do what they do. But maybe, what was the rush of them just, what I mean, that quick? Maybe,
but
you know what
even
I
they
mean?
got married really fast.
There you go, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, how many kids they got together? Three?
Three.
Two? Three?
Yeah,
Three?
three.
Yeah, I
Girl,
mean,
boy, girl.
So, sometimes, man, when you going through these things as well, it's sometimes you gotta take a breath. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just step back, let's just take a deep breath for a minute and figure this out before we just keep
Yeah.
going or dive in. You know what I mean?
And
Because
I feel
now
like I'm also like big on, sorry, but I was gonna say earlier, like I feel like I'm also, especially this point in my life, like after being in a toxic ass situation with a narcissist, you know what I'm saying? Like, um,
name names. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
You messy as hell. Um,
you need to name your names from your story earlier.
I
Right.
was
Oh,
right.
like,
Name for names,
Hey,
Roy. What's
Say the
up?
names
Vodka.
or leave it on the playground.
I
Name
no,
named
for
for
my
names.
name.
real, for real. Keep that on the playground.
But no, I was gonna say that like honestly, after dealing with a situation like that, like I feel like especially as like maybe it's just women like it's very easy. I feel like to be kind of like down on yourself and like like I'm just gonna let it all go because I'm depressed and I'm sad and all kinds of shit. But I've been in that mentality of like actually don't let them have you fucked up to where you're doing shit that is not what you need to be doing. Like I'm sad, I'm feeling some type of way. I might be crying, but I'ma still go and get this workout. I'ma still make sure that my house is clean. I'ma still, you know what I'm saying, do those things for me, because just because you're making me feel some type of way, like I'm not gonna allow myself to, in a sense, like deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm very big on that, especially now. And not to say that that's exactly what Cardi is doing, but it's like I feel like that's something to definitely look at. Like, what are you allowing yourself to kind of fall into? You know, if based off of somebody else and what they've done and what they say and how you feel about them, because I feel like she definitely, and I feel like, you know, like it's this is the case too for women too. Like it's very easy to try to, like, you know, kind of mask how you feel, but I definitely have sensed like insecurities within Cardi over the last few years. Like that stuff has actually shown through, you know, and it's like, yeah, I don't know if this is just like a, you know, like a kind of, I'm just trying to push through those insecurities because I don't know what she does at night whenever she's by herself and in the bed. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, so I feel like sometimes people come out with things where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna put this out to the world because this is what I want to be and where I want to be. But like, are you really digging a little bit deeper into that? So kind of to what y'all were saying, like kind of go a little deeper into that. Like I'm not gonna tell a grown ass woman what to do, but I just don't want to. I mean, I don't think she's gonna necessarily deteriorate, but I think it's gonna be a journey for her. Like, how long was she with him? Like, she was with him for a minute. Like,
Yeah.
and she definitely was, from what it's seen, how it appeared. She was trying to make shit work. She wanted to be a family. She was really giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, she was sticking beside him, type shit. Like, and that will really fuck you up whenever you really are somebody who is like, and I can relate to that. Whenever you're in a relationship where you're giving that all to that person and they're not giving it back, like that shit will fuck you up, especially with a narcissist. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of healing. And maybe, you know, again, she's a celebrity. I can't tell a grown ass woman what to do. Social media is her whole world. Like, but I don't think all that shit needs to necessarily be put out to the world. Like, show that nigga in the boss up, bitch. Like, get your shit back right. Get an album out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need too much talking.
And it's
Let's
not a
just
Cardi thing
get to
too.
it.
It'd be a really a
So
people
what
thing.
if, like there's so I think y'all case is just that like fucking two fucking on a man while she's pregnant. Like, but what if this is like a surrogate and who's like having a baby for somebody else, but she's like got a husband and she fucking on her husband? Do y'all still think that's like nasty?
I mean, that's a
Well, you got to put that in your paperwork with the surrogate.
No,
You
facts.
got to
I
put
need
that
to
in the
know if you're gonna
contract.
be fucking your husband or anybody. Otherwise, next. No fucking for 9 months, babe.
Because like in those contracts, because
I'm
in those
saying.
with those surrogates, they'll make the contract that they got to eat like certain foods. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They'll have it like
No
real laid
meat.
out.
You're not gonna
No
tell me I
meat
can't have
across
no
the
sex in
board.
my
No meat. Zero
I'm
meat.
y'all to get for the world. And now you
I
telling me
feel
I'm
like most
I'm nasty
surrogates
'cause I'm
probably
nasty.
don't have a husband. Cause I feel like men would probably already be weird as fuck about that
Right.
shit.
Not you
They're
having somebody
like,
else's baby.
no, like,
No, yeah.
bitch, why is it a baby in you? You got me fucked up.
Like, that's
He
crazy.
just came home from cheating. He's like, bitch,
Oh my
where
god.
are you? How could you?
Please.
Niggas
No,
Damn.
literally will be like, how
it was
could
one on
you? Like,
Housewives.
nigga, what?
No,
Nigga,
for real.
what?
No, yeah, it's
No, and
hilarious.
so it's just like, you know, and that's the toxic part of me. And you know,
right.
I have to work really hard through my Scorpio-ness, like, because definitely my Scorpio says revenge, bitch, and my Libra says fairness, bitch, like fairness. And so, am I at that place now? No, but definitely when I was toxic living, when I wasn't necessarily like considering my soul and spirit on like a regular basis. Like, hell yeah, it's easy to be on that shit. And honestly, it's so much easier. It's so much easier to be unhealed and unconscious.
It's
like,
easy.
It's like it's easy to be depressed. Like, it's easy to feel like, oh, the world is against me. I'm a victim. Like, why is this happening to me? It's way, way more easier as opposed to being accountable and saying, oh wow, I chose this person and I chose completely wrong. Like, and I played a hand in like where the fuck my life is right now. But the thing is, it's like when you do recognize that shit, you recognize that you have a choice and a power to be like, well, you know what? I could change from this moment. Like, that's what I chose before. And now I could choose differently. And things can be differently for yourselves. And so the way that I understand like relationships from a mystic perspective is you know, whenever we are in especially romantic relationships, We're here for lessons, and like they're supposed to trigger us into awakenings. Like, and the shit will get stronger and stronger and stronger until it's like, heal, bitch, awaken, bitch, see who you really are. Like, you're literally God, and you don't have to live like this. It doesn't have to be like this for you. But at the end of the day, until you are conscious of that shit and you're still moving unconsciously, you're gonna have to go through some harder lessons. And so, hey, while you're there, hey, enjoy it. Because, baby, when you do got to be more on a higher vibration and you got to choose the higher road, like, it's so easier to take the low road. It's so easy to take the low road. But, hey.
I love this story in the Bible when, like, I just, like, imagine Jesus walking past someone. And, like, they're like, Jesus, help. I'm sick. I heard you, like, work miracles. And he, like, looked at me like, pick up your bed and walk. Like, hello. Like, get out of your own, like, sorrows, bitch, and stand up. And then also be aware that with anything, whenever you're like running away from one problem, like you got to be very careful because you could easily run into the next thing. Like, that's like if I'm not eating bad right now, but now like I'm finding myself at the bar more, or like I'm not like doing this, but now I'm doing that. Like I'm not smoking, but now I'm doing crack. You know, like it's always you got to be careful. You know, you really got to be careful because you'll run. You'll be running from one thing and like run right into the next fucking thing. And that's what I'll be urging because I see it all the time with my own two eyes. Where I was like, hey, you actually, this is great. This is a good opportunity for you to have the space that I feel like you've been needing. Like, don't actually, be concerned with the next fucking person. Like, at this point, like, genuinely, you need you. Like, you need you right now. Like, you need you more than anything. You need you. And so, like, show up like that versus, like, fuck this person. Like, there's no get back. There's no such thing. Like, God's got you. Like, you're always going to be. And I was saying that earlier today. Like, y'all better not fuck with me. Don't ever cross me. Don't cut me off. None of that shit. Because you're going to get your get back. Don't cross my line. That's just the bottom line. But it's not going to be me. It's like. And so, that's the reality. Don't focus on get back. Focus on, like, get back. Yeah. Get yourself. Get your life. Yeah.
I didn't want to cut Mo's wisdom when she was going earlier, but I felt what she was saying because I've seen a lot of people go down those roads, especially when they come out of like something long term, or for them it was long term. Maybe it was their longest relationship as an adult. You know what I'm saying, or what have you, to that point in their life, and they had a run with this person, and now it's like it's over, and it's like, even though they say, hey, how long you've been together, you spent half of that time breaking up, whatever. When it hits, that shit hits, right? When you was really messing with a person. When that shit hits you, it hits you. And so now some people, to Mo's point, man, and it's crazy when it happens because you can see them going and doing it, and they mind just like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna get out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get out here. Like Naomi was saying, you might want to figure out what that's like. But damn, dude, I promise you that shit. You watch it of doing it, and it's really it's kind of what they call the shit when you like harm yourself, self-harm. Yeah, it's like the self-mutilation. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you really don't care about this shit you're doing. You just doing it because you some temporary shit. You thinking that the other person might hear about it, or you just want to do it because that's what they was doing. So that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
As an adult, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, to Naomi's point now, as an adult, shit, you got the right to want to say, fuck it, I want to have this experience, or I just want to do this. And whatever it's going to be. I'll figure out that I shouldn't do that now anymore moving forward. But it is hard to watch, though. I've watched a couple of friends do that. Like, just start moving crazy post breakups. It's like, damn, nigga, hold on. So you going both, raw dog 2 shorties this week? That's nasty work.
I might have to become a monk. If my relationship ends, I'm gonna have to become a monk for a year. Like, I'm gonna have to go super remote, off the grid, bald and everything. I'm gonna go on Roy.
Off the grid.
Bald and all. I'm gonna keep the beard because I worked hard for it, but I'm gonna just give it a throw. Sideburns may stay, but bitch, I'm going off the grid, bald head and everything.
Bald head with sideburns is crazy.
I'm like, I'm not wearing shoes no more. I'm not wearing shoes. I'm gonna just ground every day. Grounding only. I'm about to reconnect, bitch.
Can I play something real quick? That's a little bit. I know it feels very somber, like talking about. Let me play something. I saw this from a comedian, Michael Collier. This was a really cool interview, and he was talking about his wife, and he really talked about his wife in some real glowing terms. It made me shit say, damn, do I love my wife that much? This nigga made me fucking make. Do I need to step my game up? God damn.
Nigga said,
Roy,
I think I
telling
love
you
my
this for
wife.
years,
Chris
Roy.
Rock shit.
I love that though. That's good inspiration. That's how we should be inspiring each other.
I was like, yeah, the way he was talking about it, I was like, shit. Okay, here goes Michael Collier. Watch how emotional this nigga get.
So the fact that you
Roy.
count the days that you're married,
I count the minutes.
the minutes
I count the
is
minutes.
man.
I can't talk to her without my voice getting softer. I don't care who I'm talking to. My voice, and I don't do that on purpose. It's I have such a reverence for her. She loves me so good that it humbles me, bro. I don't need an alarm clock to get up in the morning. I'm so fucking excited. I pop up in the morning ready to go. I walk 35% faster because of her. She's giving my heart something extra to thrive about. She a bad motherfucker. If I wasn't me, I would have been her. Ooh. Now I say that everywhere I go. We insist on it, but that's not what's important. What's important is she is to me what I believe a wife is supposed to be first and foremost to their man, and any woman to their man. She's my friend. She's my friend. You know, and when you're in a relationship, you either got a teammate or a motherfucking opponent. You better figure out which one it is so you know which direction to go.
There you go.
Oh my God. And that's such a word, because I swear I literally have said to my friends, like, these niggas will dead ass be your ops. Like, I've been seeing so many women in relationship with niggas that are their ops, right? Like, where it's just like, they're literally dimming your energy. They're dimming your light. And I was speaking to like one of my cousins about this. And I was saying like, because they have children. And so they've been going through a situation. Like you're saying, like breakups is very much a theme. And like I said, I think the divine feminine is really being asked, like, what are you signing up for? Like, who are you choosing to do life with?
This was recent. You had this conversation?
Recent, yeah, real recent, like literally the other day.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So I was just like, these men will really be your biggest opponents. And it's so important for women, especially once you have children, to recognize like your children have to go through everything with you. And I was speaking just from my experience when my mom was in this like toxic ass relationship where like I felt that energy. Like when I look back on that part of my life, it was just like a darkness. Like that shit was so dark just because of who she was messing with, because he literally was an op. Like this nigga was an op. This nigga was stealing your joy, fucking up your energy. Like literally, I swear there was like a darkness around that period, that whole time. And you have to be so careful of your children, because your children don't have no choice but to be with them, but to be with you. And so like everything you go through, your children are gonna go through that shit with you. And so if you can't do that shit for yourself, do that shit for your children, because they're gonna feel that, they're gonna see that, they're gonna like be aware of that shit. And that shit is so important and so real.
That's right.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit.
Well,
Shout out to Michael Collier, man.
I feel like that video was like a poem. Like I was listening to it. I think that was amazing, and it was so inspiring. Like that was beautiful, and like like I feel good about that. That felt
no,
so
that
good.
is beautiful, and it shows what it can be.
No, that's
what it really can be, and what it should be.
What it should be. What
everyone truly deserves to be able to.
And you know how like we don't have that narrative. Like no one talks like that and talks about love in that way. So then what becomes the norm for people, especially for young people, is like then you seeing Krishan though, like every other day in Blueface. And like
you're
so,
seeing Cardi being Offset.
Right. And so then it like you might be a little bit desensitized to like some bullshit. You know, you might be in a relationship and be like, well, I mean, this is kind of normal. Like they go through that shit too, you know? Versus like nobody speaks of love in that from that place, and it's so necessary, bro.
Yeah.
I'm inspired. I really am. I'm like, damn.
That nigga said it. That's why I told you.
Like, hold on, let me go kiss my wife.
Yeah, he made me question my whole shit. I was like, damn.
You should, Roy. You hate women.
Nigga, are you your wife?
Telling you,
Roy. Are you her op or her teammate?
Hey man, I'm hurt. Listen, I'm her teammate.
It's giving op.
No, can I say this before you talk, Roy? Let me speak on your behalf, because I worked with Naomi for a minute, and the way she would talk about Roy was always in the highest regard. Like, because I would hear about you before I actually met you. And first of all, she doesn't play no bullshit. No nigga better not try her, because she is happily fucking married, very happily. She's found the love of her life, and she knows that. And she feels so supported. Like, she just is that girl. She walks around like chin up, nose up, Like she's good, you know, and that's in the name of the love she has at home. Like that was one of the main things I was like, okay, I feel connected. This is a good black woman that got a good family. Like I fuck with this. And so she always speaks in high regard. Like, you know, they say you don't gotta speak for yourself, like people speak for you. So that speaks to your
Right,
love.
right.
And so I gotta like let the people know that for sure, because that's some insight for y'all for sure.
There you go. See, Torian.
Yeah. No, she's
Hey,
good.
He's
look,
lying.
look.
You told him to say that.
No, she's
Right. Y'all
good.
got this plot. Y'all got this
Nah,
plan. Like it's a scheme that this nigga set
I
up.
swear she's good. She's like her
Hey,
man, my man, my
Let me
man, my
hear her
man.
say it. Bring her on the show.
Bring on the show. Come downstairs, Naomi.
and then look. Here go my narcissist shit. I mean, we teammates. I'm just the captain. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm
the
the
captain. Now,
captain.
there's got to be a leader, a captain.
Every
No,
team
it's
gotta have
not
a
really-
captain. God damn it! Somebody got to be the
Y'all can be
quarterback around this motherfucker.
Y'all can be co-captains. Like what? Look how y'all think. Like somebody.
No, in some ways, like I'm the captain, but in some ways, like she has to be the captain. Like in some ways, I just can't lead. Like in ways, I need her to show me how to be. Like right now, when the world is and the universe is telling me like to evolve, it's now you got to stop suppressing and actually look at emotion. I'm like, damn it! Like I knew it would come to this at some point, but like it's actually come to this where like I have to like. But she's really good at that stuff, and like that's her. So she's the captain of the ship right now. Like she's leading that show. And like I take her hand as she walks over. Because that's not how.
No,
But
but
then
that is still
but
part of
there's
the
so many
teammate.
ways that I lead, and so many ways that I'm like, oh, this is my thing. I got you. I can lead in this way.
No, but that is part of being a team. Like everybody's gonna have that role. Everybody's gonna have their skills that they're able to show up better in. And so it's like being able to recognize that instead of being like, nah, I'm always gonna lead this shit.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Even if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, that's when it can get problematic.
And in friendships too, I learned so much from all my friends, all you guys on this show, even people that comment on the show, like that I can kind of start to feel your vibe after so many comments. Like I've really learned a lot from you, and like perspective helps me to grow a lot, so I'm not so biased because I could easily be a biased person. So like listening and good perspective, like my friends on this podcast and my other friends, like I love it helps so much, you know.
Naomi, did you participate or did you see this trending? Because this is sound like it would have been right up your alley right here, Naomi. Hold on, do I got it up? Yep, there you go.
I'm like,
Did
no,
y'all
I didn't
catch this?
participate.
Social media users tell stories about when they realized they hated their partner.
Hate
And this is
honestly isn't even an
basically
emotion I truly feel. I don't ever
well,
feel that.
this is
I've only had two
nigga,
partners and I
it
love
was
them.
pretty much all women though. I was 36 weeks
No, but
pregnant when I
have you seen the men one? So I feel like there was one when it was like,
when
man,
these people, goddamn, and she said I felt gross every time he kissed me. Jesus. When I couldn't
Yeah, because
stop
that nigga
cheating
that
is
cheated
crazy.
on her for like 50 times. Like she like is this kiss coming from another bitch? Like, ew, she grossed out.
She said I was 9 months pregnant. I asked him to take the trash, and he said I was still able to walk. I could take it. That's crazy work.
no,
My grandma
I've never
died. He didn't even
experienced
attend the
anything
funeral.
like
That's
that.
court call. Damn, that's crazy work. See, y'all said last week you ain't got to call every day. He didn't call. See?
Nigga, that was so
Damn.
important. I was trying to.
Well, no, I just thought that was interesting. Everybody, it was like, damn. I was like,
No,
damn, y'all
you should
niggas,
see because I've seen a
those
few
some real ops.
iterations of that.
Shit.
And I know there was one like, man, when did you realize like you hated your wife? And like them hoes were horrible. And then recently
Jesus.
I did see when it was like, ladies, when did you realize that you hated your
Yeah, that's crazy.
person? And so yeah, I think it's crazy that that shit happens, but I think that only happens when it's like there was already a discrepancy there that you were kind of just like blind to and not necessarily aware of. So you know, I've always been very intuitive. So even in the times that I was fucking with an ancient nigga, I very much knew like what level he was on, like what this was and like what it wouldn't be. And so I've always been very aware with that. So like I could fuck with this nigga that I know is not gonna be long term. And it's like, okay, and that's what it is, as opposed to like somebody that I would really like want to share my life with. But nah, I haven't hated. You know, I love all the niggas I fucked with. I still love them. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them niggas.
Shout out to them niggas. Hope they doing well.
That sounded like I don't know why, but when you said that, that made me think of Drake. And because I saw which one his album? I think it's my favorite album that just turned. What it turned 10 or 11 today? Or yes, was it today or yesterday? Which album of Drake's was that?
It would have been probably it's that one you like. Damn, the one that would have dropped in like when I was in fucking college.
With
It's the
blue
one after
background and
Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same.
I said the one
Yes,
after.
there you go.
Oh, it was Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, Nothing Was the
No, that's
Same.
right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit has started to hit its 10-year mark.
I think it
from
turned
the year.
11. I think it turned 11.
And that's
Yeah.
crazy because what the fuck? 10 years since my freshman year of college is fucking wild. Like,
Yeah.
who are you? Sorry.
No, because that was just such
Who
a
are you?
time. I was thinking about that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That
Nothing Was the
2013
Same.
look, because y'all was in college and I was living my life. I'm like, got kicked out and I was fucking moving all around Texas, making big fucking
You were still
money.
in college, though.
No, I was still in college. I was at TSU, baby. I was at UTA. Look, I was there. I was there. I was present. I was present for the vibes. They're like, what? You're not enrolled in school here?
Right.
Boy, I was in Dallas. I was back when the mega bus used to hit. Like, what memories? I swear I used to hit that mega bus every other weekend to me in Houston. And look at me now, a Houstonian. Like, who knew? Who knew life would end up like this?
She said I was still on campus, goddammit. Oh yeah, okay. It looked like another rapper just got. I don't know. When people say a rapper got shot, sometimes these niggas don't even have an album out. I can't. You know, they just somebody. Hey man, you see such and such just got shot? Okay, I don't know that nigga, man. Nigga on SoundCloud. I mean, no disrespect to dudes on SoundCloud grinding, but we don't want to put y'all in the body count of dead rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like we got enough already. You hadn't made it yet, but shout out to you though. What's up, Torin? Are you choosy out here right now? What you doing? Are you just
y'all literally shitted on us when we said we were celibate last week? Like, y'all literally like fucking played us for 2 hours straight.
No. We were just getting some
But
straight.
now Cardi nasty. Like, can we?
That's nasty.
Can we not have sex? Are we having sex? What do we do?
Don't have.
I know.
No, we were not shitting on y'all for y'all's decision. We was trying to get on the same page about abstinent versus
yes.
What was it? Celibate.
Regardless,
yeah.
No, because y'all was all on that shit and missed the whole point.
So that's the first part, and then
y'all missed the whole point.
No, and then the second part, because we were just trying to understand. We had different understanding, because that was the whole thing. But then the second thing is, Cardi, yes, don't fuck somebody with another man that's your husband that you still married to, his baby in your belly.
Yeah, just wait.
No, talk to Offset. I'm like, please, y'all just direct this energy to Offset, please.
Well, he needs to go live and make it onto the platform.
Yeah, but like, so and look, F it. I'm already down this toxic masculinity road. Let's go all the way. It's just the difference because she has the act. If we're gonna talk about the energy and exchanging of energy and all that, she physically has the baby in her. I mean, I'm not saying it's right if he out there doing what he doing, but damn,
no,
she got.
He got babies in him like too.
I support her.
No, I'm like, so his energy of fucking all these bitches is definitely would still be going inside of her, and like the energy exchange would still be happening.
I'm agreeing. I agree.
And I feel like if they're not on the same timing, which clearly they're not, like this ain't an open relationship, then like definitely like I support like her wanting better for herself because she deserves better. Like she could easily have so much better. Like she could have so much better, and that's just at least have someone that wouldn't like cheat on her. So.
Right, she don't want to be like Rashida.
Right, and I don't want that for her. And I don't want that for her. But the thing is, I'm saying in the same, and that's the same thing I would say to my friends. I would say to Naomi, Tori, Money, Roy. I would say, don't run into the next thing. Seriously, I don't see that for my friends, and I don't see that for people. Like, don't run into the next thing because a lot of times it is in the energy of like get back or like revenge. It's not really. It don't be in the name of healing. Like, let me heal with this person. Like,
yeah, but do you be seeing like the people out here? They be completely fine with that. They're like, yes, it is an energy of revenge. Like,
tell me about it.
Revenge.
Tell me about it.
So exactly. So to tell them like, so it just depends where you're at. Cause like when I left like a relationship before, and it wasn't even necessarily on get back, but you know, I love a good rebound. I think rebounds are good. But like getting out of a relationship older now, I didn't run into no shit, right? Because I'm at a different space. But different things are better for different times, and it depends where you're at. Because, you know, sometimes you could be speaking shit. There's a lot of shit that I be talking about that goes in one ear and out the other. Or it can't even, like, people can't even understand, like, what the fuck I'm saying. They're like what? I can't even hear you. Because it's like, bitch, we're on different frequencies. So, of course, like, you can be coming with all this, you deserve better. But until motherfuckers know that, they're not gonna hear that. Like, you can say that all day. You can say like, you're beautiful, you don't have to do this, and they're looking in the mirror like, nah, I'm worthless.
Yeah,
Like,
but then my due diligence is
I don't deserve no real
that
love.
I said it. But then my due diligence is like I didn't see something, notice it, and just be like, well, my due diligence was, well, at least like I like told this person like my perspective, and like I think like you're a little bit bigger than that. If I feel that way, so. But then let's just like I'm not like the bystander that doesn't say anything with anything. Like, what the fuck? This is
No,
crazy.
facts. I mean, it would definitely depend on the person. Like, for me,
Yeah.
because I'll peep shit all day, but it's just like, bitch, I'm psychic. So it's like, I see a lot of things, but I also recognize that shit's not for me to say. Like, I don't have no place to really reveal all it is. Like, so even when it comes to my close friends, like when they're going through some shit that I feel like they don't want to go through, like, yes, of course, say something. I'm gonna say something, like, you know, when I feel like it is the time. But some things, it's like they'll see. Like, I trust life will allow them to see, and then they'll be able to understand from another point. But definitely there is a time to speak on that shit, and it's just like having the discernment to know when that shit, or when people are even able to receive that shit, because a lot of people don't even be able to receive it. So it's just wasting your breath.
I agree. That's facts.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Question now.
Are you a choosy lover? Sorry, I'm like, I have to talk a little shit. Are you a choosy lover, Torian?
Choosy lover, choosy.
I'm sticking with my cootie cat. Sticking with my cootie cat. Shout out Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess. I'm about to be in Puerto Rico in 2 weeks. Y'all, I cannot wait. Oh my goodness.
It's time.
No, and I got back-to-back vacations. I can't wait.
Damn, can I talk now? Damn, Naomi.
And then,
am I a choosy lover? Yes, in a sense, but not in a sense. Yes, I am, because I'm like want to be just talking to one person. I'm not trying to be dibbing and dabbling, but now I feel like the universe is telling me like I need a roster, like, cause people just keep coming and sliding back into this life, and I'm like, what's happening? Like,
it's Libra season, baby. Talk to them all. Period.
No, that's
Lover
boy.
No, Torian, it's a test.
Lover boy. Lover boy. Tori doesn't even know what he wants yet.
Don't fail the test, Torian. It's a test.
It's okay to date. Tori ain't finna be fucking on these niggas, so he can have him a roster. Like, having a roster and you're like actively fucking niggas is different than like having a roster of some niggas that you like talking to. You getting to know. It's on some sweet, cool shit, because you've been off that for a minute.
So yeah, it's no rush for me, you know. I feel like some people do live in that rush, and it's just like, them be the ones who like had like the most like bad traumatic shit happening to them. For example, I shouldn't even say it because that's shady. My friend her sister has a friend, and she was just telling her that she was talking to my friend's sister, like, why your sister like don't be fucking around with these niggas? Like, she beautiful, like she could be doing so much, like instead of talking to this one same nigga that we see at the club. And she like, they like, she could be like just fucking these niggas, like, and getting what she want. And it was just like, wait, like, why y'all think like that? Like, she like, I'm not a give my pussy to everybody type girl, you know, like I'm really on my like, I want to talk to one dude and that's it. But they be wanting her to be out here slanging pussy.
Slanging that cootie. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy for them to encourage that.
Yeah, but I think that also comes with people just wanting to bring others down to their level. Like, That's the type of shit she on, and she want people to be on her level because it make her feel better about herself. She probably feels some type of way because she probably in her own mind thinks that she's better than her because she's not giving her pussy up like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to influence you to be like me so that we can be on the same level, and that shit happens all the fucking time. Like, so don't listen to her. Don't listen to that bitch. If you don't want to get, you're not trying to slay no pussy, bitch. Don't do it. It's okay. Be your own person. Be yourself. It's okay.
No, misery loves company.
No, for real, because I'm sure she's probably miserable as fuck. Like, damn, like I'm out here fucking all these niggas. I might, you know what I'm saying? And she probably getting treated well, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not just going around doing all kinds of shit. Like, so yeah, no, don't listen to her. Respectfully, I mean, shout out to her, but don't listen to that girl.
No, yeah, I'm just like
respectfully.
Promiscuity is just like got so like just crazy out here, where it's just like
that's the way they want it. Like, don't get me started on the look. I'm gonna get on my conspiracy theory shit. Don't make me bring up my conspiracy theory shit. But nah, because that's the way they prefer it. Like they've had us out this way, but regardless, it's changing.
Yeah, I blame
it's changing because people do have to honor themselves more.
It's Nelly Furtado and Timbaland. They made that song. But that's what like
no, but think of the energy of that song though. And so like those are the things that we grew up with. So that's why I always say like our generation especially, and so I can even imagine for the other generations that have came after us. But I swear it started with us, like the over sexualization of children, because like imagine we had the VCRs, right? That's porn tapes were getting put on the VHS tapes, like DVDs, computer. Like we really lived in that internet, the beginning of that internet age, where it's like all these things became accessible to us in a regular way. Like I still remember like when porn came on straight cable TV. Like I probably saw porn for the first time when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Like, so that's how early I was exposed to porn just by it being on fucking cable TV. I remember it came on channel 99 in San Antonio. 99 late night before they changed that shit to Nickelodeon. That shit was straight porn.
Hold on,
free.
what?
No, it is crazy to go from that to Nick. That's
to Nickelodeon, Jesus.
Yeah,
no, like that literally started being Nickelodeon.
Because I feel like Nickelodeon was like
even
9.
look at that.
Was
but even
Nickelodeon
look at
channel 9? Like, was it 9 or like?
It changed to 9. It was 99 and then it went to 9.
Okay.
It probably is like 9 now.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, I'm like, if there are even channels in that way. But yeah, so of course society has been feeding us sex in a big way, even when you think of like Sex in the City. So I can just think of the things that were like being shown on TV that weren't shown before. Like you run it back to the 50s and 60s, they didn't even show a man and a woman sleeping in the same bed, even if they're married. There were married couples sleeping in separate beds in the same room because that's how much they were like keeping that type of energy out of TV and shows and movies. And like now it's basic, right? Like that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I've been telling you, I've been saying it. Hold on, don't Hufford. I've been telling y'all this shit for years. Y'all look at me like I was
to take
a
my
weirdo.
talking point.
Right?
Wow.
I was a weirdo. I was the one that said, hold on. I was like, hold on. I come from an era where nobody was on top of each other, none of that in the bed. To fast forward, now we got a scene on Insecure with a damn woman getting a facial. Like, what the hell is going on?
No, you should have seen like on Sex in the City, like they really had like a full gay sex scene that was like very like, oh whoa, like this is like where we're at now. Like that shit was like, wow.
Look, dude, yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Me and my man Ross had this shout out to Ross. We had this convo the other day. We was talking about it. How just like to your point, it's so overly sexualized to where the starting point for like, because I'm an old nigga, clearly, right? The starting point when I was growing up, high school, college, the starting point for like sex first time to where it is now on like meeting somebody for the first time is light years away from like, I'm just talking, I don't want to get in people's bed too explicit, but like what people would do on the first night sleeping with somebody 15, 20 years ago compared to They eating ass and doing facials night one now. That's night one. That's basic shit. We getting it popping. That's where we are now.
That's some freaky ass.
No facts. And I had actually wanted to say we should have a conversation about porn. I wanted to talk about like Candace Owens stands. I don't know if y'all have seen, but she basically be saying that like porn, especially like right now, it's like fucking up the masculine. Like it's really like being a tool to control the men and to like brainwash the men. And so yeah, we're gonna have to have a full conversation about like the porn industry and like what is it really doing for the people or to the people.
Yeah, that's a good topic for sure.
Real shit.
But even like I think about music videos, like that shit happened when we were kids. Like so we were just seeing half naked women on music videos and like shaking ass and all this shit. It's really. And so, yeah, that has brought us to where we are. Because I know, like what you're saying, like what people would do on a first night, even then. But even when it comes to like people having sex so young, like, so by the time I got to middle school, like people was already having sex, right? Like this was already like children already knew about this shit on a large enough scale that they're like, they was fucking. Like they was getting fucked in the school bathroom in middle school. Like kids getting caught like that. And it was crazy. And so like, and I was a part of some shit, right? Like, cause I was in the streets, like shit in middle school, I was running the streets. Like I went to Kirby Middle School. Shout out to Kirby, motherfucking Texas.
Whoa. You just named some illegal activity. Let's not shout them out. Shit.
What you mean illegal activity? Is it illegal for kids to have sex?
Anybody's ages? I don't know nothing. We don't want to know. Jesus Christ, you gonna get us all indicted.
Not indicted.
Anybody have shit? I don't want. I'm too old to go to jail now. Shit,
that's crazy.
I'm not even from Texas.
I thought you were from Houston.
No, like you've been out here.
Now I'm from Houston, but back then, that time when she talking about baby, I was in Wisconsin.
Dorian, when you first moved here, were you one of those? I hate people from like different places when they move somewhere. And every time they talk, they tell you where they from. I hate that shit. When motherfucker move somewhere and you be like, we're gonna go over here. Yeah, because you know, I'm from Milwaukee. So you know, in Milwaukee, we did that. All right, motherfucker, you don't live there no more. I don't hear about no goddamn Milwaukee no more. Move back to that motherfucker.
I mean, maybe when I was like actually like surprised and shocked by like, oh my god, like back home, we cannot get away with this shit. Like maybe that's like the most, but no.
Ain't no niggas in Texas trying to hear about no Wisconsin. Like, we find out he from Wisconsin, we start talking shit. I'm like, Wisconsin?
They'd be so intrigued with Wisconsin.
No, like but I remember you took AP psychology with me. Remember we had Dr. Prindle. I remember just because it was a psych class, you know, I'm a psych major, but I took AP Psych too, and he was a cheesehead. He was from Wisconsin. So
yeah, he was. Oh, I didn't know. I never even knew he was from Wisconsin.
Yeah, because that's where the cheese
is. Hey, I'm like, what's wrong with him?
Hilarious.
Maybe that was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm like, this something. She's crazy.
He's crazy.
I know everybody.
And I used to get in so much trouble in that class. I really used to be beefed up with teachers. Teachers really had me fucked up. Like, I'd be so glad I'm grown up now, because being a kid was like a hard experience for me. Like some people like they'd be like, that's fun. Like I was talking to somebody like about childhood, and they were like, that's when you didn't like know nothing or worry about nothing. I'm like, nigga, no, I still knew everything. I'm like, I knew this shit. Like, it's just crazy. Like, no, I actually knew some shit. So no, like being a child was just, thank God. Thank God I could do what the fuck I want now. Like my favorite French phrase was "Je fais comme je veux." Je fais comme je veux. I do what I want. And I used to say that shit to everybody.
Well, I know right now everybody is waiting on the Diddy's documentaries to come out, but here's the documentary that's not even in the works yet that I can't wait to see. The rise and fall of Turkey Leg Hut. It's gonna be.
Ooh, yes. I'm gonna shoot that hoe. I'm I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be the first interviewer person on there. I'm gonna be recording myself. I'm be like, yo, I remember the first time I went to Turkey Leg Hut. It was before it was even popping. Because I remember
That's
this nigga had
history
took me on a
now.
date there. He had took me on a date,
On a
like,
date.
real early. It was our first time going to Turkey Leg Hut, and that shit was like not it. I was like, okay. I'm like mid. I'm like, I've had better turkey legs.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's me. When I think about like a good turkey leg, I think about the Martin Luther King parade in motherfucking San Antonio. Like, shout out to the East Side.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's history now. It's like it's really history. I'm
No,
glad
like it really
hit it up as
is,
many
because
times
that
as I
was a
did.
time we didn't even know what we had.
I know, really. I knew.
Like, cause
No, the
black
people
was
didn't know.
really
I knew.
linked up.
I knew. Trust me. I would get that lemon pepper turkey leg with that crawfish mac and cheese on top. That when I pick the bone up, the meat just slides off that hoe, and I'm like,
Lionel used to be in that hoe for
I used to
real.
be
Oh,
in
he
that
did.
hoe. I remember I went to I left the podcast, went to the club with Naomi, Raven, everybody's man. Then the next morning I went to Turkey Leg Hut and I saw some people from there like, oh, we saw you last night. Like everyone was at Turkey Leg Hut. So it was like so many just moments. I went like a double date there. And like I enjoyed those Almeida nights. Like I fuck with Almeida. 5015. Shout out to all those places that are black owned. 5015. Faces of Houston. The Ice House. The Spot. Fish,
No, and I guess I
D-Bar.
could have fucked with it. You definitely got to have a different relationship with it, right? Because some people stand outside in lines forever, but you were able to be so close that you like were able to finesse
I knew
and
when
get
it
to know it
popped
in
in
a
there, I
different
got popped
way.
out. Yeah, true. And they going
No, but
down. It's
Yeah,
so
that is.
sad. I can't believe this shit went down like this.
I
Right, I
can't.
got a whole
Yeah,
gift card
the
too.
Turkey Leg Hut.
You
I
got a
don't.
gift
This shit.
card?
Yeah, I got a gift card. I'm like,
No.
Yeah, man. It's just. And it got so
Look,
crazy.
$25 gone.
Damn.
See, Torian, you was
These niggas
bullshitting. You
got.
should have been in that hoe.
You should have been in that hoe.
Right by
No,
Yeah.
he didn't. Not 35 health code violations. Like, thank God you weren't there.
No, that's
No.
fucking crazy.
That's why I didn't use that motherfucker. Because the universe was saving
No,
me.
your spirit was like, mm-mm.
No.
It's just, man, like you talk about a spot in the city that like shot like a rocket when that shit hit. It hit. Everybody was pulling up. The athletes, entertainers, everybody was going there. Turkey Leg
I
Hut.
saw so many people there.
No, but
think-
wasn't it some scandals going on? Was it Turkey Leg Hut or it was another one? Like it was some
Turkey Leg
crazy
Hut
shit.
was the one where apparently I think they said that story about the owners, the husband was cheating with the girls that was coming in. That's when they put
Okay, so
the
it
dress
was.
code
Remember,
on.
because everything started with that dress
No,
code.
so
That
they've
dress
been
code.
having a
That was
fall.
that
No,
was
it
the
did
beginning
start
of
with
the
their dress
end.
code.
That
They
was
said,
the
y'all worried
beginning
about
of
the
the
dress
end.
code. Y'all need to be thinking about the health code.
That was the beginning of the end.
Damn.
They worry about the wrong shit.
No,
Right.
You worry
That
about us.
health
Don't worry about
code,
your
you really
kids.
no,
just
because I
up.
remember one time I did go there with you, Lino, and I had like I don't even know what I had on, but they tried to ask me if I had a
You said it was
jacket
like
or
a
something.
bandeau
Like I
or
was
something,
like
strapless.
Like, excuse us.
no,
That
like,
comes all
and
the
I feel
time.
like it was maybe just a take. It's like, bitch, it's summer.
Bro.
Yeah.
But it was still like a cute top, but they really tried to.
Yeah,
I think
because
he
it was
said it
crazy
was like strapless.
because it was a husband and wife that owned it, and that dress code was the wife's idea to try
Oh
to
my God! Now she didn't
keep
want that
her
nigga looking
husband.
at me.
That's
No,
hilarious.
because she was
That
she
would
was
have
trying to
me
stop
like,
him from
bitch. You got
fucking
me so
bitches.
fucked.
That's crazy, right?
From
It's
fucking
crazy
That
to
was for
think
her
that
husband.
This is a dictator.
her
No,
way.
she said, "Don't even come over here looking cute."
Yeah, her way
They
to get her
said
husband to
bonnet,
stop cheating
pajamas.
They said,
is
bitch, don't be mad
everybody
at
got a
me.
dress code. The fuck? No, tell your husband stop having sex with the
Right.
guests, ma'am. The fuck?
Don't be mad at me, hoe. Be mad at your man. The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Take that up
word
with
I got
him.
from the city was he was going in the bath. It got so crazy. He was going in the bathroom knocking stuff off.
And it's crazy because Houston just got so many bad bitches. Like, you know, she was stressed the fuck out. She was like, God damn, there's hella bad bitches in here.
And they would both be there all the time. They would both be in that bitch just hitting the hookah.
I bet
And
she
every
was
time
in
that
there.
nigga
She
would
was
be
watching
gone
his
for too
ass.
long, she get to looking. Where he at?
But that's why when that dress code came out, I'm like, it made sense, but I feel like it was extensive as fuck. Like it was a dictator made that. Adolf Hitler's daughter made that outfit shit.
They were like, no
But-
shorts,
No,
no
because
rings.
dress
I feel like
codes
it was
are already
necessary,
pretty
'cause
strict
I
in
was-
Houston.
I would see people pull up literally in like bathing suits. Legitimately, I've seen them. Or I would see them in like the craziest shit, and like have they suitcase with them, like straight from the airport. And like so, I would see some really wild shit. So I can only imagine what you'd see night after night after night after night. So I feel like that was necessary, like something to enforce. But like when you look at what they said and what they had on that list, and I would see them turn people
It
away
was
all the
strict
time. It's like
because
crazy.
You had to
Houston
be dressed
already got
like you was
like
going to an
mad
interview
dress
going to that
codes.
hoe.
Like
Interview
Houston's
like
already
this.
like bougie when it
Business
comes to dress
casual.
code.
Yeah,
Like
you had to be in
you're
interview
liable to
attire.
like not make it in any place. Like
We
babe, if
expect you
you're
to be
not
in a
dressed right.
blazer and
That's true
slacks
though. They will turn you
and
around.
flats, bitch.
A blazer is crazy.
No,
See,
I've
even that, man,
literally been in that position where a girl, like one of the girls we with, is not able to make it through the club, and I hate that shit. Like I'd be
It's
like, bitch,
ridiculous. I hate
why
that
the
too.
fuck you didn't wear heels? That's what I always be thinking. Like, see, this what the fuck.
I'm in this whole like, nigga, you know we eating turkey legs, right? The fuck, nigga?
No, sitting outside at that.
You right. Can I be comfortable in this
No,
motherfucker?
so that's what I'm saying. Because you would see them turn. I would see them turn girls away for like something ridiculous. It's like that looks fine, normal. Like y'all are tripping. Like they were tripping for sure, but like something probably should have been said about like the things that would come in there. So it's
Yeah.
like they just had a lot of shit going on from that point on, bro.
Yeah.
But then people that know them, like Tamara's cousin, like is their same age and went to TSU with him, and like they're like apparently that's just their vibe, like that's just their vibe. So
Yeah, it's gonna whenever it come out, that documentary is gonna be some fire.
That documentary.
It's gonna be fire. I mean, because now they didn't had a bankruptcy. One of their buildings mysteriously caught fire.
They didn't pay the employee. They never paid their employees at some point. It was like 2 months. No
See,
pay.
so it was always bad. It was always
Not always. No, it wasn't always. It went south.
Naomi said
you
always.
just didn't know. You just got to
Yeah,
Houston.
that's just
You
the
didn't
shit
have
that y'all
your
found
ear to
out.
the streets to know what even was happening
Yeah.
prior.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it seems good.
Like it
Meanwhile,
seems
in
to
the
be thriving.
in the background, like you're vibing. In the background, they're fighting and shit.
Right, some shit going down in the
I'm
kitchen.
like, this place is
I'm smashing the
great.
turkey leg. I'll be getting a little 1942 margarita.
Lola's like, I love it here.
Meanwhile,
niggas in the back not even wearing gloves and
no,
shit.
I used to pick up turkey legs on my lunch break, y'all. Please, it's time.
They're getting down and shit.
Let us know if they open back up. If you go, Torian, let me know.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go recently.
Looking.
Oh my God, Torian, you said Alley Cat was back open, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's where we should go. We gotta go back.
No, I've been trying to go. I was supposed to go last weekend, but it didn't happen.
There you go. But shout out to them, man. Hopefully they get it back together, man. Well, I guess they getting a divorce, but
right.
They get a divorce.
Bro, I'm
and then
like,
what was crazy
just
is
sell
they
the
split
building for
up.
what it's worth.
They split
Is
up.
that a
and
reason
she
that the
like-
whole city has to suffer?
You said what?
I said it would. Is that a good enough reason for the whole city to suffer though?
No, it's time
No,
for a
it's
new one
not.
to take its place. I need a better recipe.
What was
I don't
crazy
fuck
though,
with it.
he was so wild when they broke up. Somehow she kind of like bought him out, and he couldn't even be in there. So this nigga started cooking. He got a food truck and started doing oysters right across the street.
But you know the person. But somebody said that he stole that oyster recipe from them. Like he ended up getting like somebody from New Orleans that he was partnering with. Like ended up like suing him for that or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that went
This
south.
shit just keeps getting worse.
This
No,
is too
I
much.
feel like it's him. I feel like he really fucked off the business. But that's
Who
not
are
my
these
business.
It's gonna be fire. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some fire.
None of my business.
And this is just the stuff we know. What about what we don't know?
No, allegedly.
Yeah, we gonna hear the interviews from the former employees and shit.
Right.
They gonna come out with all of it.
They gonna be like, them wasn't even turkey legs we were serving. Like, god damn.
Please,
Tori's face.
That's taking it way too far. That's taking it way too far.
No, it was clone turkey. It's gonna be turkey legs.
It wasn't even turkey legs. We Haitian. It wasn't even turkey legs. I'm playing.
That's crazy.
Them turkey legs hit, and you can smell them house on the
Shout out
street.
to my Zoes. No, I'm just fucking with the Zoe. Shout out to my Zoe. But shout out to the turkey. That documentary is gonna be some fire. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all want to be a part of it, hit me up. I'm down.
Rise and fall. If y'all want me to be a part of it, hit me up. I'll speak.
Right.
I'll speak at the good
I
time.
got some
I'll be
footage
in the
in there.
beginning. Like have me in the
He's
beginning.
like, can I get one of those? Y'all still make them 1942?
No, exactly. Like, sidebar. Y'all
I
see
know
my
Lionel got some
crawfish mac
footage
and
in that
cheese?
hoe.
The crawfish mac and cheese. Seriously.
I didn't have some times in this motherfucker.
I know I saw a
Y'all-
lot of celebrities in there. Like I saw so many cool cars for the first time. Like that was like a big staple of my Houston experience. Like me moving to Houston, like the turkey leg hut like welcomed me, you know.
Yeah. Well,
So rest in peace.
Mo said, "Well,
I know, rest peacefully.
yeah. Oh, yeah. At least you have your
well,
memories. You feel me?
So
Sure.
we gonna have to find
hey,
another spot.
life
Ryan will
came at
find it.
their ass fast."
Fast, bro.
All right, man. We got anything else before we get up out here tonight, man?
Did we talk about the
Did I miss
Diddy shit?
Yeah.
about what we got on it's so many trials right now. We got the Dolph trial, which has been sad. It's only been like 2-3
Oh,
days,
that's terrible. That's actually
and that
really
whole thing is
sad.
crazy.
Yeah.
So you
I feel
got
like
Dolph, YSL, and Diddy all going at the same time.
damn.
And
Culture's
T.I.
all fucked up.
in that case.
Oh, but I was
Oh
really
yeah.
happy to see that. I was very happy to see that Ti and Tiny
Shout out to
connected.
T.I. and Tiny.
Seriously, I was so
They
happy
finna
to
go
see
buy
it.
a bunch of ecstasy. No, I'm playing. Allegedly, I'm playing.
And they deserve it. At this point, they deserve it.
I'm playing.
Shout
I'm
out to the
playing.
OMG girls.
The OMG. I used to hate how you say it. OMG girls. I used to hate that shit. Shout out to the OMG girls though.
No,
But
but
yeah,
what's
they
become apparent to me, like the Diddy thing, is that not only were those like tapes being like made from like those nights of the parties and whatever, like whether there was people being drugged or whatever the case is, consensually or not consensually, they were being recorded. And then like I was thinking they were holding those tapes for like blackmail, like just to like have that as leverage over a person. But turns out there's an entire like market amongst like celebrities of that industry where they were like shopping these tapes around and like
Yeah.
like selling them to people like to be able to just have. So I'm like, that's a whole nother thing, and that this is still a piece of like the trafficking pie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And it's
that
gonna be
shit
interesting to see
expensive.
like all the names that come out as well. Because I just saw a video about what's it called? Ashton Kutcher and his wife, the girl that was in that 70 show with him.
Okay.
And allegedly she has like left the house. Like she's not trying to stay in the house with him because I guess she found out some shit about some tapes or whatever that he had going on. And I'm just like,
Oh
damn,
shit.
like the depths that this is probably gonna go to, like of just shit being revealed. Like I'm just like, damn, like how many names are gonna come out?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of motherfucking names.
Hey, y'all need to watch Blink Twice
I
by
want to see
Zoe
it.
by Zoe Kravitz. I just like came across the trailer on TikTok, and then turns out, what is it on? What did I stream that shit on? Oh, you know what? I have this app that has like every show
I'm
and
like,
every
I'll
movie.
find it.
Yeah, and so
I
Right.
will
like,
watch it.
but yeah, you
I
can
heard
find it.
it's
But
good.
it's so good, and it
it's literally
depends,
the case though. They like come to the island and the whole shit. Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
And
it's the whole
knowing that it
shit.
comes from Zoe Kravitz and like how like
No, and what's
anti that
crazy?
Leo Lenny Kravitz is so like anti that shit, at least seemingly. So I feel like that's an interesting perspective coming from them. And like that movie gives
Okay.
so many interest. You would never imagine the kind of shit that they would probably be on, you know. And
Yeah.
so, yeah,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to check it out because
check
I
it out.
remember I had seen Channing Tatum because they're together, right? He had like,
Oh, they date.
yeah,
They're
they're together.
engaged.
Oh, so they were both in that movie together.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so I had seen him like tweeting about it, so I didn't even know that he was in that movie either. But he
Yeah.
had like posted her, like just basically
Oh
like
wait, she
celebrating
directed and
her
he was
and
in
was
it.
talking
Mhm.
about like how hard she really worked on this project
Yeah.
to like bring it into fruition and like
I could tell. I could tell when I finished it. I told Tamara that I could sense like I could feel the energy
no, and
and the
look at you
emotion.
watching a movie. I'm
I
proud of
know, and I
you.
watched.
I'm
And
proud of
this
you.
because I saw the trailer on TikTok, and I just felt really like called to watch it. And so I was like, let me see what this is about. But I could
Yeah.
feel like she put a lot of her energy into that, her emotion into that. I'm like, she might have seen some shit, and this is her way of kind of like helping the fight.
Yeah.
And exposing the bullshit that's happening. So I feel like that gives insight onto these like parties and that people should be aware of because the people were so naive to just go turn up in that party and just like have a good time. And like,
Not
this
me.
is
I didn't do
it's
it.
and like, this is this person.
Roy didn't do it.
And like then
I did.
before you know it, you find yourself in some like bullshit for real.
Y'all see that video? Ice Cube performing. He was
Oh
like,
yeah.
I want to make it clear, I was never at no Diddy party. They ain't got me on tape.
No.
I saw a video. The dude in the crowd was like, "Thank God."
No, that's important though. That's important, and I need motherfuckers to speak up if not. But
They just showed a picture of Diddy and Aretha Franklin at the white party and that shit was hilarious on Twitter. They was like, no, not you too.
Not you too.
Right. They said no. They said no. My aunt was in there for a good plate and went home. Don't do that.
Hilarious.
But no, I feel
No, but
like
it's just
everybody needs to be
like
looked at. Everybody.
I don't even know what number like the conspiracy theorists are at now. Like this shit gotta be like infinity to like one,
You're so
maybe.
right, Naomi. You're so
Like,
right.
wow, because I'm like, people like they can't wait to see the names, but I definitely seen a list years ago. And like, so that's why I stopped trusting Jay-Z years ago, allegedly. Cause I like, I never got over this shit I read. So I haven't read the Diddy court documents, but the docs that I did read, like that shit, I don't even know what I was being said in Diddy's, but I feel like it's worse than that one.
Girl, they
Because it
denied him
was
bail
motherfucking
twice.
Sean
They are not letting
Carter,
his ass go.
Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
And that case was crazy, allegedly.
They denied that man bail twice. Like they're not playing with his ass. They literally are not letting him go.
The thing with Diddy is that
Maybe.
like
I'm like,
he's going to jail. Like it's just a
Is it
matter of how much
federal?
time.
This is federal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
jail because they got him. They got him on drugs and guns, no matter what. That's just like
Yeah.
they got him on that. Like he had AK-47s allegedly with the serial number scratched off. So he's done on the drugs and the guns. He got drug trafficking. He got guns, illegal guns. You're done with that already.
What are y'all thinking about Usher? And because Usher and like I think Pink and maybe one other artist like
that's the smartest move. I would advise listen, because now they're gonna say if you ever said anything positive about them.
What happened?
They scrubbed
like 3 artists
they
whose
deleted tweets.
They deleted all their tweets. Like it's like Pink, Usher, and one more artist. I can't remember. Like all their, but he like came out and said, I was
no,
hacked.
because you know how niggas be. You know how niggas be on Twitter. They be and Twitter got it so
they be
easy to
keyword
search
searching like a
tweets
bitch.
now. They got a search bar on your shit. It's so
perfect.
easy to find what the fuck you just said.
You might as well start a new page.
That I was saying, hey man, shout out to that nigga Diddy, man. We had a good time last night. Oh, did you, nigga?
Right.
Hold on.
See,
No, but you know what this makes me think
of?
Even though I'm sorry to be the person that like keep tying the Carters into it, but I remember there was like this one party
they're into it. It's
after
cool.
like Beyonce. It was like Beyonce had threw a party. I can't remember when
Don't
it was.
get
I feel
Tori
like it was
upset,
like after
y'all.
the Grammys or something. And like they were like, look at the photos of everybody leaving and shit. And like all the celebrities are like fucked up, like hella drunk, like clothes. Like I'm gonna have to go back and like find what party that was, because I remember like all the celebrities are looking like disheveled, fully like fucked up.
No, I remember that. I remember that for sure.
No, I remember there was like a picture of Lizzo. Like she was.
They were saying too that I guess Diddy's having withdrawals and shit from the drugs too, allegedly. I mean,
of course,
he on some sort of like medical watch.
He having withdrawal from that sale, nigga. Shit, that nigga got 7 mansions, nigga. He having withdrawal from claustrophobia.
That's what I was saying. I said that. Like, I can imagine, because even like jail is just not an easy fucking place. Like, trust me. And so I can only imagine like coming from a place where like everything's just luxury. Like that's a hard fucking fall. Nigga? To jail, like to jail.
And so, but think
even for like me going to jail,
like in jail with like no real money or control or any type of leverage. I think it could be different for Diddy, and so I'm not completely sold. I'm just gonna watch how things play out. I'm not completely sold that like I don't know what's gonna happen with Diddy. Like
I tell you what y'all need to do is
get right now. He could not be in jail right now.
Get your girl.
They could be holding him in a fucking house right now.
I saw that somebody had a lawsuit against his son too. That his son is getting accused of like SA, and they're bringing a case against him too. Christian or King Combs.
Yeah, that nigga need to sit down. He out here making diss records and shit. He need to sit down.
He said he'll ride for his daddy. Shit.
Right,
but no,
okay. You about to go down right there.
Y'all need to go get what's the woman name? Stop her, cause she fucks up everything. The little ambulance chaser attorney. She had her little client out here crying. Nobody believed. Everybody on Twitter was like, "Yeah, we don't believe you." What's the damn
I know who you're talking about.
Allred.
There you go. Whatever I forgot her first name, but she always has the most unbelievable clients that they just add on to the bullshit. It's like, okay, now you just muddying the water.
You don't
like,
believe that story? You didn't believe that interview?
I don't believe anything associated with Gloria Allred.
See,
That's her
I
name.
don't know her history at all. At all.
Who is that?
It's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer that just whenever there's a celebrity going through something, she somehow always mysteriously finds a random client to join in, and they just do a press conference crying all the time. Like, no matter what.
But I was saying, like, I feel like people, because I heard interviews where people were feeling like more safe now that he's locked up.
Yeah.
Like, people genuinely feared for their lives. That's like why, because you would wonder, like, why don't you say anything? But then you realize people actually are afraid of this.
No, and then see the way he did Cassie. We saw that video of how he did Cassie. So so he could definitely be about that shit too, right?
Yeah.
And so some people.
Well, there's a lady that like says he shot her dead in her face. Like she saw him shoot her in the face.
And that's
like,
what I was about to say. Yeah, so it's just like these things have really been
Shine.
in our face.
Let me talk about because Shine officially said like this isn't a brother of mine, like this isn't that kind of relationship. Like he's never said anything like that before. I've only like known of him for so long, but it always kind of seemed as if like they had a very intense and deep relationship. For him to be taking the potential rap for a Diddy. But then, like, as of recent, he like came out once Diddy got locked up and was like, they asked him about it. And he's like, well, we never had like a brotherly relationship. It was always business, and I don't feel anything for him. Like, he ruined my life. Like, genuinely, he ruined my life.
No, of course they will make somebody else go down.
Now he would say that after he's locked up. So it's just becoming more apparent to me how people genuinely fear him. Honestly, like that's what's clear.
Of course, but imagine the type of control. So us living in America, where money is king. So and that's why, all billionaires really have the potential to be very fucking corrupt, because that being a billionaire really grants you a lot of power in America, and you can treat certain people away and you can look at people away. And that's kind of like what Cardi was saying too. Like she was letting this nigga buy her, like, because so he felt like he could do whatever he wanted because he was able to break that bread, which is something that like has trickled down. And like the city girls thing is like where women are feeling that too. But that just all comes down to like money being king. Like you can clean some shit up. You can commit crimes and like clean that shit up with enough money.
That's right.
Speaking of city girls, like, Miami, we ain't forgot about you, girl, Carisha.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did forget about this. Yeah, that's right.
No, but for what? Like, because if anything, she's a fucking victim. So
you think she's a victim?
In some way, yeah. In some way, a young girl who is coming up a nigga like Diddy,
a young
with
girl,
money and power. Wait,
that's still young.
How old is Diddy? He's a 50-year-old man. He's old enough to be her
I don't know
father.
how that would make her. I don't know. I would need to hear her
relax,
story.
because I feel like Carisha's like the same age as me.
Because she is complicit. If you ask, I feel like she's
30
complicit.
exactly, and so that's a young woman. Like Roy, I know you still believe in time and shit and age, but
yes,
it's just like
yes, I do believe in time, and it's almost time for us to end the show. Goddamn.
Yeah, she's still young, and so especially compared to him.
I don't know about that.
So what y'all think she was doing? But I mean, all of them are complicit in one thing, because you can only get into the industry by being okay with certain shit. And so like that's the bottom line at the end of the day. And that's why you gotta respect the independent. You said what?
She was already in the industry. She was already
before she fucked with him. So that's what I'm saying.
Diddy.
Like she could have definitely. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think she was doing?
She was probably just Mrs.
She was probably
Diddler.
bringing bitches over.
She was Mrs. Diddler.
No, but that's what when you really get into it, it's like, okay, that's what all them do. Like a lot of women and kids will go missing from concerts or like on these nights where like you're meeting up with these people. And yeah, so it is really easy to get sex trafficked into the shit, but it's just, but everybody's gonna pay for that shit regardless.
Here's what I know, and this is why I say it's a lot of hip hop got to just clean it. First, in hip hop, right? In I don't want to say the culture because I hate bringing everybody into it, but kind of the culture. When these celebrities, when these athletes go to these cities, whether it's to perform, do a concert, All-Star Weekend, a big event, we all know this is how they become targets as well. The first thing, goddamn. What's the first thing that niggas want to know when they get to a city? It's two things they looking for: the drugs and the women.
Yeah.
Every time these niggas go to a city, that's what they looking for: the drugs And who the plug on the drugs? Who got the girl? Where the strip club at? Where they doing the most at? That's what everybody's doing. We can't
Look,
act like
and
that's not a real.
I almost
No,
forgot. And
and then
Neo,
also once they got that money, they're
Neo.
also paying for
Talk that
pussy.
too.
So they're
Of
also
Neo,
course
where
they
you
paying
paying
at?
for
for pussy.
pussy. They not just fucking these bitches for free a lot of the
Of
time.
course they're paying.
So
Yes.
yeah.
But that's
So
no problem. I'm not tripping on the
Yeah.
consensual pay for this. That's normal shit if you ask
no,
me.
but that's what I'm saying. You think these women, like, they may think that they're really like breaking off these women, and that's not really what's happening. Like, they're not paying the women directly. They're paying the women. They're paying the people that own the women. So it's just like, yeah, they're still paying for that pussy, but to who? It's not like sometimes it definitely can be an independent sex worker, but that's why it's so.
Yeah, they just trade hoes. That's why it's starting to answer our question.
They
Everybody's
trade
like, why
hoes.
they date the same girls? Why it seem like they all
No,
date the
because they're
same?
into it.
Like, why they all dating the same Instagram hoes? Everybody like,
I
why it
do have
seem
a
like
theory on that.
that's because they just cast. They get these are their hoes, their pimps, and they're just trading their hoes across.
Speaking
Oh no,
of too, I know
I
Kim
believe that too.
Kardashian name been
It's
thrown in
like
there too.
Battleship. It's like Battleship. You send your hoe over. I'm gonna
it's
send my
like
hoe.
Battleship.
I seen Kim K name being thrown in there too. That shit crazy as
I
hell.
know. They were saying she a sex spy.
Yeah, they was like, and then someone was like, "Oh yeah, y'all didn't think it was like she was sitting there trying to talk about she was going to law school and shit so she could help people." Nah, it was for a reason, for real. And I'm like,
And we need to get into what Kanye. I hate that they deleted those tweets because Kanye was clocking all that shit at some point. Because now people are even
yeah,
looking into the fact that Corey Gamble was like really with the diddler and like Hove and all this shit. Like, who the fuck? What kind of handler is that? And that's like what Ye was talking about. Like that whole family on some obvious weird shit too.
yeah.
No,
It's a
and
lot.
like, so yay again too. And so that's why I just can appreciate, the people who kind of made it clear like what side it was on. Cause I feel like people were making it clear for sure. I was able to see the divide of like,
Right.
okay, these people are with the agenda and these people are like totally against, like out, like that's the problem.
Don't worry
Like,
about it.
yeah.
Torian finna tweet about y'all tonight talking about the Carters. Don't worry about it. I see the look in Torian eye. Y'all talking that bullshit. Don't worry about it.
He said,
Torian got
"Not my queen, not my queen."
Torian got
No,
some tweets.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to have to come
Torian
through
finna
this. I
fire
wish
some
I would have
tweets off around
listened
this
before.
motherfucker.
I wish I just would have listened before.
Shit.
But no, I had to go through it too. Cause like there was a time
damn
where
it.
I was like, Jay-Z was like my favorite rapper. Like I was just like, damn, this thing was just blowing me away. Like just exquisite. And boy, I read them court docs. I was like, I still be hurt. I just said that shit. I was driving home from Arkansas and a song for Watch the Throne came off. I can't think of what Watch the Throne song came off. I was like, damn, Jay. Like, I can't believe, like, every time I'm just like, I can't believe you on some shit like this. But I should believe it, right? Because it's at the end of the day, like, so even prior to this, we also saw that Jay-Z and P. Diddy were men who would like do anything for the money. Yeah. Right? Like where it's like they'll snake their best man for the money, like the person they came up with. So like that's already showing you somebody's like where they're at. Like, okay, their morals is that it's okay to like snake somebody that they've been rocking with because like they can have a better position and they could be on some more money. And so, and especially even
they
just
didn't want to grow together. We had to grow apart. What you want me to do, man?
No facts. So
we had to grow apart. And now my man teeth falling out. See?
He's stressed the fuck out.
Life comes at you fast.
No. Who knows? I'm like, Dame Dash may be the one looking better.
Creole? Did she put a spell?
He may be the one that's like looking better out.
Did she put a spell on Dame Dash and make his teeth fall out?
No shit. But honestly, I'm like, B is one thing, but Jay's actually a warlock too, allegedly. All for entertainment purposes.
Let's
but
go.
hell yeah, like because I remember
Naomi's getting into the dark web now. All right, we got to get up out of here.
Album said, I told my wife the spiritual shit really worked. So, and Jay-Z never been dumb. He never been dumb, so he always been up and always been able to know.
He said, "Hamdulillah, I run through them all." He was talking about all the religions. He shout out to the religions.
No, that's what I'm saying. So he was aware.
Yeah,
he was aware and like actively chose, and it's just
Hey, all this is
People got
alleged.
two sides.
Right. This
We
is
don't
a
know.
this
We
is a
got
developing situation, y'all. So we're gonna
Right.
tap
Like,
in as shit keeps coming through.
Tori is funny as hell.
It's starting
This
to wake
ain't
up. They're
Texas. We're gonna
waking it
get
up.
ready
The
to get up
people are
out of here
waking it
for
up
tonight.
now.
Before Torian, because Torian been in that square looking very heated for the last 20 minutes. So we're gonna get up out of here
Heated.
tonight.
I got
We
it.
gonna
Are
get
you on
ready
one
to
of
out.
those tapes,
Heated.
Torian?
What did you
Torian
do
is
for that?
complicit.
What did you do
Torian is
for that Diddy
complicit.
Dirty Money jacket order?
I know that's why he didn't get it. He's trying to act like he don't know why he didn't get it.
my shit
You didn't
fucking
do what you were
my
supposed to
shit
do.
fucking out. My shit fucking out.
You
All
should have
right,
did what
y'all.
you
We up
needed to
out of
do.
here. Y'all tap in next week, man. We talking porn next week. So,
Oh.
yeah, we in here. Oh, we out, man. Peace.